Hey, so today we're going to be trying out Sam Sulek's pre-workout by Raw. We're going to be ranking it on flavor, effectiveness, and how long does that effect last. Do we have any crash? We're looking at all aspects of what you expect out of a pre-workout. We're going to rank it on a scale of 1 to 5. Let's see how it does. All right, so we have 5 categories that I want to rank it on today. Flavor, effectiveness, duration, do we get a crash, and how is the pump? Those are going to be our key items. So we're going to go ahead and start out with the first one, obviously, which is flavor. All right, so we're gonna get a good mix on this, and while we're getting a good mix on this, let's talk about what's in it. So we've got some citrulline, of course. We've got about 4 grams per serving. I've got 1 serving in here. We got beta alanine, 3.2 grams, which is about average for a pre-workout supplement, like something along the lines of like a Total War or another Raw product. You'd expect something along those lines. 3.2 grams is pretty standard for a higher potency pre-workout, but nothing absurd. Pink sea salt. Sea salt's always something I love to see in a pre-workout. Obviously, keeping that sodium in the pre-workout helps you with that pump, blood flow, all that great stuff. Helps you stay hydrated as well. If your sodium in your water is imbalanced, it's hard for your body to use that water that you're drinking, because especially when we're sweating out here in the summer, you're using a lot more or losing a lot more sodium than you would think. Has no artificial colors, which is an unwanted ingredient, so that's it's a big item for me. It does have some artificial flavor. Now, artificial flavors are not something that I completely don't have in my diet. It's very rare and almost always related to my workout supplements that artificial flavors are included. The flavor is actually white cherry, so we're gonna see how it tastes. Let's go ahead and jump into that part. I don't know what I expected it to taste like. And I think I know exactly what it does taste like. For some people, you won't know what I'm talking about if you've never had this. But for those of you that have, you know exactly what this tastes like. So if you've ever had those grandma candies, the little strawberry ones, the hard candies, come in the little strawberry wrapper with the like the jelly filling, this tastes like that. This tastes almost, in my opinion, tastes identical to those candies. And so I'm gonna remix it real quick. Here's my thing. I love those candies. When I was eating candy before that was removed from my diet, those were definitely a candy I would consume. Flavor-wise, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on flavor. 5 out of 5 on flavor. Good job on the flavor. We're going to start with bench. This is going to be probably a little montage of the actual workout, but I'll let you guys periodically know how I feel. Hasn't kicked in yet. It's only been maybe like 30 seconds since I took it, but I'll let you guys know here momentarily. All right, so immediately I'm gonna say I am starting to feel the itch. I'm gonna get my warm-up set in. It's just starting to set in, and I'm gonna say that it's kicking, but I don't feel like it's in full effect yet. But I can definitely start to feel that beta alanine kind of doing its job, if that makes sense. Immediately, I'm gonna say feels normal. I feel like very even keel right now. Like I can feel the effect of the pre-workout. By now I would have expected to feel it a little bit more, but maybe it's just taking a little bit longer for it to kick in. All right, so I'm working through the end of my warm-up now. We're about to do a 315 real quick. I'm gonna say right now, the effects that I'm feeling, I would say strength-wise, and it should have kicked in by now, I would say 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It's not super strong. This should be about its peak for strength, and it just doesn't give me the kick that I'm used to with a lot of pre-workouts, and that may be intentional. Maybe it's supposed to be a less potent or a less aggressive pre-workout. I would say 3 out of 5 on effectiveness as far as the level I'm getting to. Am I saying that it's a bad product? No, I'm just not what I normally would shop for. Alrighty, so this is gonna be my top set here. So like I said, so far we've got a 5 out of 5 flavor profile and a 3 out of 5 on strength. Maybe it'll peak up higher, and if it does, I'll adjust my, my rating. But as of right now, still holding to those. This is 325. We're gonna hit this for a quick single, and then we will go maybe do some other body parts, arm. I'm gonna work through the rest of my program for the day. Obviously that's a full body. I do 6 days a week like this. I'm not changing anything that I normally would do. And we're gonna, rate it on pump still, and we're gonna see how long it lasts. So, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. And also don't forget, we gotta figure out how bad that crash is afterwards. All right, so that's my last set of arms. That was my drop set. All together right now, stay still right there, leveled off. Nothing spectacular, but nothing really that I would say isn't good, right? It feels clean, the energy. It doesn't feel like over the top, which is more of a problem for me than maybe other people wouldn't see as an issue, but I like that really high, like, stimulant effect. Being that it has 3.2 grams of beta alanine in it, I would say it's surprising, because a lot of pre-workouts I take, 3.2 grams of beta alanine is what they have, and I feel that effect a lot more. I'm very sensitive to beta alanine. I get that itchy feeling that beta alanine causes, and honestly, it's very mild. I feel it, I know it's there, but it's very mild. I feel like I'm getting a decent pump. Not bad so far, but I'm not ready to rate that quite yet. Nice little heavy shoulder single. I feel good still, but still exactly as I did at the end of my curls. I don't know exactly how long I've been working out, but I will say I'm about midway through my workout now, as far as like my program is concerned, and I would say that still sitting right at a 3 out of 5. Honestly, I feel like the effects are starting to wear off. They're not getting stronger. If anything, they're getting less so. Hopefully that's not the case, and I have like a second wind here. Maybe slightly more energy than before I took it. I would say it had some effect, for sure. But nothing to write home about. I wouldn't say I'm super excited about having a whole jar of this, because I am going to use the whole jar. Or maybe it'll be better later tonight. Who knows? We'll see. All right, it's time. Let's see the pump. Like I said, it felt pretty good, the pump under the shirt. I am bulking right now, so I'm gonna expect the best pump I've ever had. Well, I mean, I'm not mad about the physique shots here, but is that the pre-workout? I'm gonna say 4 out of 5. I feel like I got a good pump out of it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, just benefit of the doubt, because I don't want to sell it short. And obviously, this is all personal opinion. I don't think it's a bad product at all. I just wouldn't personally use it daily, if that makes sense. That being said, maybe he has a stronger product I'm not aware of. If that's the case, someone drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll try it out. But I'd say this particular jar, I wouldn't buy another one personally. But I wouldn't say it's a bad product. It's just not as strong as I like. I feel just as energized as when I first took it. So I would say that its duration, I'll give it 5 out of 5. I don't feel like I'm crashing. I don't feel any crash at all. As far as the pump, we already said the score on that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I almost forgot. Don't forget to subscribe.